name is Sunny from class 7.2. And before we get started, let me ask you a question. What do you want the future generations to be like? May I invite you to answer? Yes.
So I think we all have robot brains.
Oh, so you want the future generations to have robot brain?
It's just what I imagined.
Okay. And how about you? What do you want the future generations to be like?
I think I would like to see the future generation to be collaborative, communicating well with each other, and live in harmony with the nature.
Yes, I also agree with you. I also expect the future generations to have those factors. But the main question is, how can we do that? That's the questions I've been asking myself before I chose these big questions. What responsibilities do we have for the future generations? In today's speech, I will talk about two responsibilities, which are protect the value of traditional cultures and protect the environment. But why did I choose those two responsibilities? Well, me, as a young person, when I see in this world, I can feel that there are many concerning problems that are happening right now. So, such as many young people, they don't really care about the traditional cultures and they don't focus a lot on it. And also, as you can see in some articles and newspaper, they are talking about problems in environment, such as pollution, deforestation, and climate change. I think we should solve this problem first, so that we can make ours and the future generations better. Let's start with protect the value of traditional culture. This is some example of traditional cultures that are not so famous nowadays. It's the handicraft. It's a type of souvenir that people make it from natural materials, but not many people like to buy it anymore. And also, this is gailung, a type of musical art performance that was used to be very, very famous in our grandpa's and grandma's generation. But what happened to it that people don't like it anymore? Let's explore it by seeing a video of gailung performance here. Well, it's just a short video, but how do you feel when you listen to this? May I ask you? How do you feel when you listen to this performance?
Not being Vietnamese, as you may have noticed, I've never heard anything like it. I enjoyed it.
Yes. And some people, when they're watching this, they might think that, wow, this is very interesting. And some might think that, why should I protect this kind of old traditional cultures? Well, I have an answer for that question from them. Is they connect us to our ancestor, history, and our country too. The cultures take a very big part of us in our country and the origins. That many people can learn the origins from the cultures. How can we preserve it? These are the ways. We can find a way to adapt it to the modern life. Let's take an example of my áo dài. Yes, this type of áo dài is not the old and traditional one, but it's been adapted to the modern one. Like as you can see, the texture and the pattern are not that traditional, but it still have the traditional and cultural spirit, and this type way is find ways to adapt it to the modern life. And also, you can try to share your cultures with people online. Like you can write a post about the cultures that you have experienced and how do you like it, what do you like in it. And when people are social media, they can feel that, wow, this traditional culture is very fun. I should try it sometimes. From doing those actions, the future generations can find some new hobbies, and also they can know more about the history and the origins through those traditional cultures. So let's move to the second responsibilities, protecting the environment. Let's take a look at what we did to our world right now. The smoke from the factories and the trash, and also the deforestation. Many people are doing this to make their life better and better. And somehow they overuse the environment. And this is what they leave to us and the future generation. A mess. Like this, if the future generations they cannot have any more materials to build a house or to make the, or it can also cause some problems too, like the climate change, the pollution, and this is what happens when we don't keep it. The many polar bears and living things, they are dying because of the climate change and also to the problems of the environment. And it's not just affecting that, it also affects to our cultures. Let's start by imagining something. Imagine that in that holiday, you don't have any plants or flowers to decorate your house anymore because due to the pollution and the deforestation. If that happens, I would feel very, very sad because that holiday is very famous and very well known for the flowers. And many people taking flowers to decorate their house. And if the flowers cannot grow anymore, that holiday would be so sad. And what can we do from it? We can try to grow some plants. It's taking small steps to create a big impact. The small steps can be considered as planting the trees. And if it's just one people planting the trees, what will happen? It doesn't affect much, right? But if everyone here planting the trees together, it can create a very, very big impact, and it can also help our future generation and our planet right now too. This is the conclusion. Let's start by reading it together. I will count 1, 2, 3, and we will read it, okay? Okay? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Don't ignore our responsibilities. Yes, when we read this, please keep that in your mind and don't ignore our responsibilities. Thank you for listening.
Thank you. Cảm ơn Minh An rất là nhiều với phần trình bày vô cùng tuyệt vời của con nói về chủ đề về trách nhiệm của giới trẻ đến thế hệ tương lai. Và bây giờ chúng ta sẽ đến với một phần tiếp theo, đó chính là phần nhận xét và hỏi đáp đến từ ban giám khảo. Và so right now I would love to invite Miss Khổng Loan. So can you please share a few words about her topic and also a question for her?
I think your topic raising a very important question for adults. And thank you for the reminder that we should not ignore our responsibility in this world. My question, no, first my comment. I think you're a little bit nervous, aren't you? A little bit nervous. So take a deep breath. Okay, so come to my question. What do you do personally to protect the Vietnamese culture?
Like what did I do? Do
Yeah.
you mean that, right? Yes, I start by researching some of the traditional cultures in Vietnam. Like I think it's very important for us to know more about the cultures in our country, and so from that we can know more about the traditional cultures, and we can use this step like adapt it to the modern life, and then we can share it to our community about that cultures that you have experienced or researched before.
That's very good. So first step is we raise our awareness,
Yes.
right? Then we understand, and then from understanding, we love, and then from loving, we feel proud, and
Yes.
then from feeling proud about Vietnamese culture, we treasure our Vietnamese culture.
Yes.
Good start. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Miss Khổng Lan, for your question, and thank you.